Who are 10 of the aliens in Jabba's palace? Let's find out. Number 10. Amon belongs to the Amanine species, native to the remote jungle planet Maridan. Amanine are tall, serpentine-limbed humanoids known for their flexible skeletons, allowing them to coil and slither rather than walk conventionally. Their long arms and fingers allow them to move efficiently through their thick jungle terrain. The Amanine are primitive, nomadic creatures who were often exploited by off-worlders for their physical prowess and tracking abilities. Amon himself was captured and enslaved by Jabba the Hutt, but later earned his freedom by proving himself a capable and dangerous bounty hunter. He remained in Jabba's service voluntarily afterward, often employed as an assassin or enforcer. His gruesome staff hints at a tribal warrior culture and a brutal past. Number 9. Ephant Mon is a large, elephantine alien known as a Chavin. He has an imposing, leathery physique with sagging facial features and a loping gait. Despite his intimidating look, Ephant Mon is intelligent, cunning, and deeply loyal. Originally a powerful merchant and slaver on Vinsith, Mon rose through criminal ranks and became a close confidant of Jabba the Hutt. Unlike many in Jabba's inner circle who feared or schemed against the Hutt, Ephant Mon remained genuinely loyal. His loyalty earned him a rare level of trust from Jabba, allowing Mon to act as both an enforcer and an advisor. In the Legends continuity, formerly the Expanded Universe, Ephant Mon's backstory is further developed. He is portrayed as a former rival of Jabba, who later became one of his most trusted allies. He secretly hoped to one day succeed Jabba, not out of ambition, but to protect the Hutt's empire from collapsing into chaos. Despite his brutish appearance, Mon is shown to be thoughtful and strategic, often keeping his true intentions hidden behind a stoic exterior. Number 8. Jaquil is a whiphid, a tall, fur-covered species native to the icy planet Tula. Known for their brute strength, endurance, and hunting prowess, whiphids are formidable beings, often hired as muscle or mercenaries in the galaxy's criminal underworld. In Legends lore, Jaquil was sent by a rival of Jabba's with the mission to kill the Hutt. However, he eventually abandoned the idea, recognizing that an opportunity might come along naturally. That opportunity came when Princess Leia, disguised as Bausch, infiltrated the palace, and later when Luke Skywalker and his allies destroyed Jabba's sail barge. Jaquil survived the chaos and left Tatooine. Number 7. Sail Moray, commonly known by collectors and fans as Yak Face, was a member of Jabba the Hutt's court on Tatooine. A tall, snout-faced alien with a wise and somewhat aloof demeanor, Sail Moray is often seen in the background of Jabba's palace and on his sail barge during the ill-fated execution trip to the Great Pit of Carkoon. In the Legends canon, he is portrayed as a shrewd information broker who used his position in Jabba's court to gather intelligence and manipulate power dynamics to his benefit. Sail Moray was known to be a highly intelligent and manipulative figure, using his alien appearance and passive demeanor to conceal a sharp mind. He worked as an undercover information broker in Jabba's palace, gathering and selling secrets to the highest bidder. He had connections to Black Sun and other criminal syndicates, subtly playing factions against one another. Number 6. Rees is a member of the Grand species, recognizable by their 3 eye stalks and protruding snouts. Gran have excellent peripheral vision due to their 3 eyes, which evolved for spotting predators in their native grasslands. Rees has coarse, reddish-brown skin and cloven hooves, like others of his kind. Rees originally lived on the Gran homeworld Kinyen, a planet with a peaceful and communal society. However, Rees was considered unstable and antisocial. He was eventually exiled from Kinyen after being caught plotting to assassinate the Kinyen ruling council using a homemade bomb. After his exile, Rees traveled the galaxy and eventually joined the criminal underworld on Tatooine, becoming one of Jabba the Hutt's thugs. Despite working for Jabba, Rees despised the Hutt and plotted to kill him with a bomb hidden in his quarters. He hoped to gain a reward from Jabba's enemies and live in luxury. Rees was killed in the explosion of Jabba's sail barge. Number 5. Malakiles, the Rancor Keeper, originally came from Corellia and had a background as an animal trainer. Developed a natural rapport with creatures, earning a role as a beastmaster in Hutt-owned circuses, notably Circus Horrificus, where he worked with dangerous beasts like sand dragons, killwings, and eventually rancors. He was hired by Jabba the Hutt to care for the Rancor, developing a close bond with the creature over time. Malakili was one of the few individuals in the palace who treated the Rancor with genuine kindness, feeding and training it over several years. After the Rancor's death, some stories suggest Malakili left Jabba's palace and wandered Tatooine, eventually finding work with a traveling circus or setting up a zoo in Mos Eisley. Number 4. EV-9D9 originally was built as a supervisor droid. She later became chief of cyborg operations under Jabba the Hutt. A programming defect caused her to derive pleasure from inflicting pain on other droids. She even created a third pain-sensing eye to monitor their distress. In the short story A Bad Feeling, the tale of EV-9D9, she previously operated in Cloud City, torturing vast numbers of droids before evading capture and finding refuge with Jabba. Number 3. Sai Snoodles is a Palauic from Laoik. Semi-aquatic beings with long limbs, a strong central mass, stalked eyes, and expressive red lips. Secretly passed false intel to Jabba's rivals under Bib Fortuna's guidance. Former lover of Zyro the Hutt, assassinates him in the Clone Wars era on Jabba's orders, confirming her double-crossing cunning. After Jabba's death, the band dissolves. Sai goes solo, touring Outer Rim dives under various pseudonyms, a fated star stranded by her own audacity. Number 2. Ula is a Twi'lek slave dancer in the palace of Jabba the Hutt on Tatooine. Beautiful, elegant, and expressive, she dances for Jabba's entertainment. Born on Ryloth, a harsh and divided planet where Twi'leks are often exploited by off-world slavers, Ula grew up longing for more than the traditional life expected of Twi'lek females. As a teenager, Ula became interested in dance and dreamed of performing across the galaxy. She left her home in search of fame, naively believing she could escape Ryloth's culture of exploitation. She was tricked by slavers and sold to Bib Fortuna, Jabba's majordomo. Jabba added her to his group of dancers and adorned her with a decorative collar and slave chain. Though she was forced to perform, Ula retained a spark of independence and rebellion. Her rejection of Jabba's physical advances is what led to her execution. Number 1. Salacious Crumb was the resident jester in Jabba the Hutt's court on Tatooine. Crumb was captured on Kawak and brought to Tatooine, where he eventually wandered into Jabba's palace. He earned his place by making Jabba laugh, as per a standing deal. As long as Crumb could amuse Jabba at least once per day, he'd be allowed to stay and eat for free. Failure meant death. Crumb, quick-witted and sharp-tongued, survived this way for years. Some comics and EU materials suggest Crumb may have survived the sail barge explosion by leaping off and fleeing into the desert. Who is your favorite character in Jabba's palace and why? Leave a comment below. Also, if you can please subscribe to the channel, I would much appreciate it. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.